those mindset strategy type videos that I am sharing with you. I don't know about my video, whatever. This is more important right now. So I'm going to pause in between once I read something, and then I'm going to talk about it. Imagine that there was a right strategy that could save you years, or who knows how long, honestly. Be minutes if you have the right. If you have the right strategy, you could like stop something and make something happen the way that you want it to. But people don't use the strategy because there's story, and the story is what we tell ourselves about our narrative of our life, which controls our life more than anything. So the story is a set of beliefs, and beliefs are nothing but things we've told ourselves over and over again. With so much certainty, the fact you believe it doesn't mean it's actually true. I kept trying to tell people that sometimes. It's like, don't always listen to your thoughts because they're not always real. Like, it really isn't true. It's like a made-up story in our head. All right, 1 minute. Certainty. The deep need inside of us all to feel safe, secure, and confident that things will work out. A foundation that gives you a peace of mind is why we all want certainty in our life, But unfortunately, things aren't always like certain. Feeling it's something that makes you feel like you can always count on something, and when we don't have uncertainty is when we like spiral out of control and fear. We don't know what's going to happen next, so we start going all crazy about it. Hold on. This part, people have a certain certainty that something won't work out. So if you're like, oh, do you want to lose weight? And they're like, oh, I've tried everything. And you're like, literally like every single thing you tried. There's like so many. There's a giant list of things, and one should definitely work. Maybe multiple can work. Maybe one will work, and then you have to try another one. So they say they tried everything, and then you ask them, and then it's only like 2 things, Atkins diet and something else. It's funny how people will say they tried everything. So the story keeps them from doing it, basically, from going forward. Your story you tell yourself stops you from going forward. Like the certainty and uncertainty of like, oh, I want to be in a relationship, or, oh, I'm not in a relationship, or, well, why aren't you in one, Well, you can say the good ones are all taken. For me, I can never find people around here. That's just where I live. I just feel in my head and tell myself all the time that I'm never going to meet anyone around here. Because I never see, I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole other issue. Then we start to say, oh, all the good ones are taken. I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like that also, But, unfortunately, none of that is real. It's just a story we're telling ourselves that, but so the story controls what you're willing to do or not do, because it's a belief, and a belief controls action, and everybody has a fear of, at some point, that they're not enough. Here's the thing. Not rich enough, not smart enough, not funny enough, not enough at all, not attractive enough, not playful enough, not something enough, whatever, and the deeper the fear we have is we're not enough. Usually that's the most common, most biggest thing, is that we feel we are not enough. We won't be loved. Love is really, it's like, the problem is, though, is like, love is the heartbeat of everything. It's the oxygen and essence of it, So people come up with a story so then they can explain it's not that I'm not enough or whatever, I don't know. That just made sense. It's fine. So the story, you have to come up with a strategy. Here's the thing. Certain things don't work for certain people. Because the belief structure doesn't match in some sort of way. So this is where I think it's kind of weird that I found Tony Robbins, because I think his structure on how he teaches to improve your mindset is the strategy that I needed to change my mindset. It is what worked for me, and I honestly knew it. Like, I knew it before I knew it. I always said it. Anyway, alright, keep going. So here's the thing. So we have to let go of our limiting beliefs. You know, we're so attached to them. We have to, like, understand a deeper meaning of things, you know? So here's the thing. You're going to let go of our limitations and hold on to the truth of unlimited ability. That anything can happen. With the limiting beliefs, we're like kind of attached to them, you know? Like they're our emotional home that we go back to. But here's the thing. It's not a good idea to ever go back to whatever emotional home is harming our emotional state and not keeping us, it's keeping us from going forward. You know, you have to just cut it off and no longer go there. Tap into the truth. The truth will set you free. It is true. For some people, they don't have somebody to do that for, like someone to help them know how to do that. And that's what Tony Robbins does, is teaches you how to switch those emotions to a different way of thinking. And I agree with it so much, because a lot of this stuff is that's like, I don't know, you know when they say like things are meant to happen or whatever, it's, Tony says it in a way that it doesn't like make me pissed off every time. He made me understand that and not hate myself about feeling like that. So the truth will set you free once you understand the truth of the reality of life, you know? And that truth sets you free. Like, the stuff that Tony taught me set me free of so much stuff. Everyone is going to go through extreme stress. It's just how life is. I had a whole bunch of it, but it also means how deeply strong I am that I survived all that. And that's what led me to this path to find Tony, in which really helped me understand it. It helped me understand it deeply on why I'm here and what my message is. And that's what he's doing. And he taught me to teach whoever who understands that I am also a person that can help you find the strategy to make your life better. There's going to be part 2, sorry.